Now, in last week's episode, we talked at length about the financial difficulties that KTM are currently facing that are pretty severe and have resulted in them massively discounting a lot of their new bikes in order to clear a humongous backlog of around 250,000 bikes, I believe. But it might not just be KTM struggling in the years to come, with Harley also recently releasing their annual results, and they don't necessarily make for particularly pretty reading. Ride Apart took a bit of a dive into the figures, so definitely check out their story if you want the full write-up. But in short, their Q4 results for 2024 were down 47% year over year, and in that same period, they reported an operating loss of $214 million. Then for the entire year, their operating income or operating profit, while positive at $278 million, is actually down by 58% versus 2023. Why? Well, it doesn't take a genius to figure it out. If you look at their sales across the globe in all the sort of different geographical regions that they operate, well, they're down. So they're selling fewer bikes and making less money. Now, like I say, operating income or operating profit was still in the positive, but you've got to say that's a massively steep downward trajectory for 2024 versus 2023. And so potentially that could signal problems in the years to come, especially if they don't really adapt or change. Looking back at the bikes they've announced so far for 2025 as well, we covered this a couple of episodes back. Well, unfortunately, they're pretty much the same as previous years, with more cruisers and tourers with minor tweaks, some super expensive CVOs, and really the only particularly new thing of note was the Pan America, which got the new road-biased ST version with a 17-inch front wheel, but that one is maybe a bit niche in its appeal, and I don't think it's realistically on its own going to transform Harley-Davidson's fortunes. So on this one, I'd love to know your take down in the comments. Why do you think Harley are selling fewer bikes? And what could they change to improve their business in 2025? Will they start to struggle soon, or does the sort of timeless appeal of the cruiser and the hugely strong brand that they've got as well mean that they'll pull through? Let me know.